There's a point you reach, if you stay with something long enough, where the question stops being, what can I get from this, and becomes, how deep does this really go? Most people never reach that point. They sample, they dabble, they flirt with interest. Then they move on. But if you truly love something, a craft, a discipline, a pursuit, eventually you want to learn everything about it. Not because it's possible, it isn't, but because the act of learning becomes the reward. This isn't about mastery, and it's definitely not about perfection. It's about devotion. When you care deeply about something, you stop asking whether it's efficient. You stop asking whether it's impressive. You stop asking whether it pays off quickly. You stay because staying matters. That's the line most people won't cross. On one side, everything is light. Interest is casual. Progress is optional. Failure is a reason to quit. On the other side, things get heavier. You notice details others miss. You tolerate boredom. You repeat fundamentals long after the novelty wears off. You learn the history, the language, the mistakes, the edge cases. And somewhere along the way, curiosity hardens into something else. Obsession. Not the loud kind, not the unhealthy caricature people warn you about. The quiet kind. The kind that shows up consistently. The kind that studies when no one is watching. The kind that doesn't need validation. This is where people start misunderstanding you. They'll tell you you're overthinking it, that you're taking it too seriously, that you should relax, lighten up, move on. But what they're really reacting to is that you didn't walk away when they did. Because loving something deeply comes with a cost. You give up speed, you give up shortcuts, you give up the comfort of always feeling competent. And in exchange, you gain depth. You learn how things actually work. You develop judgment. You earn confidence that isn't borrowed from trends or praise. This is why people who stay with something long enough start speaking differently. They don't rush to conclusions. They don't posture. They don't explain themselves much. They've seen enough cycles to know how little most opinions matter. Learning all there is to know isn't about collecting information. It's about being shaped by time. It's about letting repetition teach you patience, letting failure teach you humility, letting boredom teach you discipline. And eventually you realize something important. The pursuit itself becomes the point, not the outcome, not the recognition, not even improvement in the short term, just the act of showing up again. That's why this idea matters, because once you decide to stay, really stay, you also accept something else, that the path won't be clean, that progress won't be linear, that constantly starting over is not part of the process. And that's where the real work begins, because devotion doesn't protect you from setbacks, it exposes you to them. In the next video, I want to talk about what happens when you keep starting again, and what it actually costs over time. Not in theory, in real life. If you're serious about depth, that's where we need to go next. If this video resonated with you, you can support the work by liking it, sharing it, or subscribing to the channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Take care out there in the daring unknown.